Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is another subscriber requested forex robot investment opportunity. He says, hello sir, can you make a robot or based on RSI and Ichimoku Kinko Hyo indicator on FXDREEMA? Yes. I know of this indicator, so I actually been doing a little bit of digging to understand the strategy that people use to trade this indicator. Is actually, for me, I know people make money with this, but for me, it's like a messy way of looking at charts. I don't know if I'll be able to make money with this, but that's not the topic of this video. So I'm just going to try and show you the direction that you need to take if you are going to turn this into a forex robot, because I've basically been going around the internet trying to read how people trade using this Ichimoku Kinko Hyo indicator. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing the Japanese correctly, but in any case, and some people are saying as long as these red and blue lines are basically below the cloud, I think, or something like that, then you can if they cross or are below the cloud, then you can take a sell. If they are above or whatever the cloud, then you can sell. I don't know, you can probably know the rules better. Some people are talking about price. It needs to be price needs to be below the cloud and these blue and red lines, and then if price is below that, then you can take a sell, or if it's above that, then you can take a buy. I don't know people who trade using this indicator. Really, I don't. So what I'm going to do is not basically like 100%, because this is a strategy that I've tried to learn just these past few hours that I saw the comment. But what I eventually landed on was this. I think some clear rules of how you can use it if you are going to use it with this one. So what you basically want first is a market that is trending up. So the green line, this one needs to be the green line. The Chikou span indicator should cross above all other lines. It should be above all the red and the blue. Market should cross above the red line and blue line, and this Senkou span indicator. I think the Senkou span indicator is the cloud. Let's see. Okay, so the blue one is the Kijun Sen. My Japanese. Like the video if you're enjoying my Japanese. Kijun Sen, Senkou span, that's the cloud. Tenkan Sen, that's the red. Chikou span, that's the green. Okay, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but anyway, the rules are that the green line, which is Chikou span, must be above the Kiju sen and the Tenkan sen Senkou span. Then price must also be above these the Kujun sen and the Tenkan sen and the whatever. Then we take a buy. So easy peasy if we're going to do it, especially if you've got a subscription on FXDREEMA, because I think this is going to take a whole lot of blocks So if we go to FXDREEMA, I'm just going to get rid of this. If you want to watch what we're doing here, watch the previous video. So what we're going to do, of course, we are going to first of all use our no trade block, because we just want to make sure the robot has not taken any new trade. Then once per bar, we just want to make sure that we are not taking so many entries on a single signal that appeared on a single bar. But yes, so once per bar, and then we go to conditions. Then we are going to drag conditions. We are going to set conditions for a buy. Hopefully we can just simply flip and do that for the sales. If you are new to this channel, by the way, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of our future videos. If some of this doesn't make sense, please watch the previous videos on this channel. I do explain some of these things that I'm doing here. So for people who have been subscribed already, if I start going in explaining why I'm doing this and this and this, so for some people it's going to be like repetition and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just continuing. So going back to our strategy. So first of all, we need the green line, the Chikou span, to be above, to cross above all other lines. That's the first condition. Green line must cross above all other lines. I don't know if crossing the cloud is sufficient. I don't know guys who trade with this Ichimoku strategy. Is trading this green line crossing the cloud sufficient, and not bother about the other lines as well, so that we limit the number of blocks that we use? I don't know. But if we're going to take the long route, then we're going to go Chikou span above, let's start with Tenkan Sen. We double click and we are going to go Ichimoku Hyo. Then the mode that we're going to use, the question mark there, is basically the value that you want to get. From which line do you want to get a value? So the line that we want to get, let's just the line that we want to get, we said we want Chikou span. Chikou span, the green line must be above red line Tenkan Sen. We said it must cross. We go Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. So it must be above Tenkan Sen. Okay, that's fine. We update. Again, I'm trying to just give you direction. I'm just going to copy and paste some of this, because probably going to be repetition. We again want this Chikou span to be above the Kijun Sen. I don't know about the settings that you guys use when you are trading this Ichimoku whatever. So it needs to also cross the Kijun Sen line. We are going to update. I'm going to copy this again and I'm going to paste it, and it needs to cross the Chikou span, needs to cross what's the cloud? What's the cloud? The cloud is Senkou span. I'm sure the Japanese guys in watching this will be like, what is this guy talking about? Senkou span, A line, B line. Wow, now we have an A line, B line on this cloud as well. Which one is the A line, which one is the B line on the cloud? Let's maybe try and get an idea here. Chikou span, orange lines. The orange lines are the, so, but which one is the A and B line? I'm sure guys who trade with Ichimoku understand this better. Like I said, I tried to understand this strategy. For me, it's a little bit of messy, but I know guys who, sorry about that, but I understand in Japan it's a popular strategy. So I'm just going to assume that the cloud has got two lines, and probably the A line will be the one on the inside and the B line on the outside. I don't know, I've never used this strategy, but I'm just trying to help out. That's what I'm trying to do here. So let's go back, and we said it needs to cross the Senko span. The Senko is our cloud. The Senko is our cloud. Oh, just to be sure, in any case, we can just copy apologize, I don't know, I am coughing, it's very hot where I am. Link like that, double click, and we need Chenko again to be above the Senko B line, and we update. I think that should do it. Where's our strategy? And then, so we have the Chikou span indicator now above everything else. Then we need the market to cross above the red line, blue line, and wow, so we need to basically do the whole thing again, but this time we are going to use the market price. So it needs to cross above, so we are going to come here, so that, because it looks like it's doing the very same thing again, I'm just going to do that, and we are going to link it like that. Then from this one we're going to say value. Now we want the market, we're going to value candle 1, or you can say candle 2 if you want to be safe with this. Maybe you can choose candle 2. Candle 0 is the candle that is still open, candle 1 is the candle that previously closed, and candle 2 is the one before that, and 3 it goes like that. Maybe you can just use candle 1, and we said it needs to be above the red line, blue line, and Senko span. So price needs to be above the red line, which is Tenkan Sen. So it needs to be above Tenkan Sen. So candle needs to open and close above Tenkan Sen. And where was I? Maybe let me put some gap here, or you can actually rename this. Let's see. Okay, so update, we right click this one, edit title, let's just say market, so that I know where I am with this. Market condition, done. Double click, go in there again. We want the candle 1 to be above Kijun Sen. That's fine, Kijun Sen. That's that. Then we want, I've just clicked this same thing. Okay, no, that's fine. Here we're just changing candle again, and candle 1 above Senko span line A. So FXDREEMA is these Senko span lines is 2. So this Senko, we know that is the cloud. So again here, candle and 1, and we are just going to update. And what else do we need? Buy at the market rate. Keep your stop loss below the recent swing low. Book your profits when Senko span indicator crosses Chikou span, crosses Senko span. Okay, when the green line crosses the cloud downwards, then we close our trades. So in terms of stop loss, it's going to be tough to program a swing low. It's kind of discretionary here. Robots are not usually discretionary. So what we're going to do here is, you can probably say buy now, and double click, and then here you can choose the lot size that you're going to use. Stop loss, maybe you choose the textbook stop loss. Take profit, you can use 1:2, 1:3 risk to reward ratio. I don't know, maybe let's just set to 120 pips, since it's supposed to be a trend trading strategy. Or you can actually say, what did they say here? When Chikou span crosses below Senkou span, we want to close the buys. In the previous video, I showed you how you can easily do that. Maybe let me just show you again. So what we're going to do is, we are going to say once per bar, we want, now you are using a whole lot of blocks. Double click going there, and we said sorry, we want the Ichimoku, the Chikou span to cross over below the ways Ichimoku there, to cross over the Senkou span line A, and we need it copy paste, and we link it like that, and double click. We want it to also cross the Senkou span. That's what they said. So because FXDREEMA has got these two lines to understand the cloud, so we're just going to cross over the two lines so that it understands the cloud. Then date, then we're going to come here, and we are going to close trades. We're going to close any buy. So you can either set your TP here, or you can do this filter by type. We are going to close buys. Then you can simply copy this same thing, and then we can do this with the cells. So when this goes above that, double click again. When it goes above that, we are going to close any cells. So that will be definitely doing this and that. Then for the cells, I'm not going to start afresh. I'm just going to copy this, highlight it, right click and copy, and right click and paste, and then we are going to link it like that. And then in here, I'm just going to change this to that, and update this to that. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Double click this to that, and this goes to that, basically doing the opposite that we were doing here. And double click here, it goes to that. This is now for the cells. This is now for the cells, and update again. This is something new for me because I've never used this Ichimoku trading strategy, so this is also something new for me, but I'm hoping that I'm giving you the direction that you need to take regarding creating a robot for that. Then we drag and we put our sell button there again. Then you can put in your lot size, your stop loss. You can either use your TP or you can keep it at 0 and rely on this to work to close your trades. It's basically up to you. Then after this, well, how many? 28 blocks. I don't think we are going to be able to save this robot, because I believe to use FXDREEMA for free you need to be using less than 10 blocks. But let's see, let's give the name a fancy name. Let's just call it Ichimoku EA and done. Let's see if FXDREEMA is going to allow us to download this, but I'm assuming it's not going to happen. Let's just see what happened. For basic users, yes, we are basic user, we need to subscribe if we're going to download the robot. So basically I'm hoping that I've answered your question. Sorry, I forgot the RSI. RSI is very simple. So we click there to delete connection, delete connection. RSI, we are just going to take condition and we are going to link it like that. Then we're going to double click and go in there, and we are going to, my internet is getting slow now. Double click. Yes, finally. Then we go RSI. We need it to cross over, or you want it to be above. It's up to you. Do you want it to be above, or do you want it at the moment of crossover to cross value the line at 20? I don't know whether you use 20 or you use the 30 that some people use for the RSI. Then we're just going to right click and copy, and right click and paste, and we're going to link it like that, and link it like that, and we're going to double click and go in there, and we're just going to change this. And then whether you want to use 80 or 70 that some people use. So yeah, sorry about that, I almost forgot about the RSI. So this is how probably I would make this robot. I've never traded using this Ichimoku Hyo indicator. I don't know this strategy in and out, so I'm not going to like try and claim that you have mastered it, but I'm hoping that I've given you an idea of what you need to do in order to turn that into a forex robot. Guys, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.